Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, man, I am tired today. No reason, I guess. It just hit me today how tired I was. I was walking the doctor. Look at the. Everything's so nice and green. We've had an amazing season of rain and thunder and everything this year. And just I don't know how to explain it. Like you can see that 2024 has definitely brought a lot of life to Alberta. Whereas we had droughts last year, and then this year it's like, every couple of weeks it's raining. And look, the grass and everything's nice. Chunks is just loving it. There's obviously a path here. You can see the city off in the distance there. We've had hot days today. This week it's been in the 30s, which is nice, Now, if they would just stop playing with the weather, I'm curious what things would be like, right? All these thistles here. Right here. Crazy story of that building down there. That was probably one of the most busiest Tim Hortons in Calgary. I would have to say that place all day long selling food. I don't know actually what happened, why they closed it down. But it was definitely a shock. It had a drive-through. It had walk-ins. People were all over that place. And the only issue I ever had was they always made my order wrong. All the time. Whichever. But it was quite surprising when that Tim Hortons closed down. Because you're just like thinking, man, that place was printing money. Did they get bought out to close down? Like, what did they do? Anyways, man, I guess that's why we need to find the fire in our lives and keep going with it, Stick to that passion and that dream. And if you don't know what it is, I think you should possibly do some self-healing and some searching to find that in your life. Literally just the other day, it's funny, just the clouds and the storms that come rolling through, right? They're just like, and they're coming in after you. And you're just like living your life, and it happens anyways. It doesn't matter. That's why you shouldn't give a shit about it. But it is quite funny, the timing, the way things happen. Because like I rent this trailer to do this project at my house, right? And never saw any bees in this thing for the longest time. I'm like, all right, it's safe to finally cut it up. Let's do it. And as soon as I move that thing, there's like wasps, bumblebees, like 3 different types. I had a kind of like a bee expert come look at it because they were apparently my neighbor, I didn't know. I just noticed they had honeybees in the front of their property, and I thought that was quite cool that they were doing that. So I thought I would ask them for their assistance because I didn't want to kill these bees. Because like, what was the point, right? If I can like take a minute and maybe relocate them, why not, right? Like, give back. I'm already feeding the birds. There's a couple more things that make me happy in my life. But that's the way you gotta live your life. Every day, do something that makes you happy, and even if it helps someone else, enjoy that happiness that comes from it, right? And so this lady comes over, and she's like telling me all this stuff about the bees, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, you know, because now I have a little more information moving forward. So my plan is in the morning, I'm going to wake up early and tear up some of the insulation, and every day just take a little bit away, so that eventually the bees will just do their own thing and go somewhere else. So I'll tear up the bottom of this hot tub because that's where they're all living. Maybe I should make a video on all of this, but you know, I'm doing my best to not kill them, even though yesterday we were using the fan setting on the garden hose to kind of stop them from like stinging us, because I was just trying to figure out what to do, and I got bit on the lip. Man, this thing was so quick, and every time those bees sting me, I'm allergic to them apparently. I guess I'm allergic to all bees, but man, this thing came swooping in so fast. Even my buddy, he was like, man, that thing was like down on the ground, like it was gonna bite you in the leg, and just like a missile shot up and was like, bam, right on my lip. And this thing's like hanging on my lip. And I'm looking down and I see his head, and he's got like his hands clinched onto my lip. But I get this instant burn as soon as it touches me. It was so fast, it was like, you couldn't, like, the fastest punch you've ever tried to dodge, you just moved into the way of it, right? Like, that thing was bam! And I don't know if it stung me and bit me, because I found out that bees now will bite you. They can bite you. I didn't know that. But this is just what I learned from my neighbor, so I'm obviously going to have to do some research on this because, yeah, it's an interesting situation. So my lip, like, blew up, like, the size of my thumb, like, right there. That's how I looked last night. But then, amazingly enough, the swelling went right back down and my lip was okay. I can still feel it, like, he hit me here. But my lip is not exploded anymore. So that's good. And it's just funny that we live our lives like that. Sometimes you don't know until it actually happens, right? A lot of people will give you advice, but they've never been through the exact same road you've been down. And that's usually somebody's like excuse for why they don't move forward, right? But anyways, long story short, the bees attacked me the other night, so I couldn't like cut up this hot tub to put it into the trailer I rented. I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing. Life is amazing. Because now I'm fighting with bees, not just my life, bees. They're just like there. But I love the bees. And what's really crazy is I've actually woken up to that specific type of bee stinging me in my sleep. They got into my house like twice. And twice I got stung by bees. But I also heard that being stung by bees is also really, like, it's good luck, right? Bring it. Bring all the luck. It doesn't matter. Because you only get what you give, right? So if you believe that luck exists, then you believe you have no luck. You just have to know that anything and everything that you ever want to make happen will happen. You just have to believe in it enough that it already has happened. And that's what I love about the concepts of manifestation. I talk a lot about that on this channel. And this is just me living through it. Like, I'm not going and making studies or nothing. I'm reading stuff on it. It's pretty interesting. I've also watched stuff on it. And then I also use my own discernment to be like, okay, this is legit. Because we always have to realize that the information we're getting could be very much not legit. Like, you could be hanging out with somebody, right? They think they're cool shit, they think you're cool shit. But then there's this like dynamic that's in someone else's head that you're not picking up on. And that could be even in the dating scene. It's quite funny. Where somebody may like you and you don't think about the fact that they're liking you. You're thinking about the fact that, man, there's all this crap happening in my life. And the only thing that gives me enjoyment is my dog and my learning of these concepts and seeing myself in both situations, the other person and myself, in order to I don't even know how to explain this. It's so deep. Jesus. Shut up. Why am I saying all this stuff? I'm saying it because manifestation has a lot to do with what you think about yourself and what you think about your environment. Because, you know, you got information coming in, information going out. Right? You eat, you go to the bathroom. You drink, you have to go to the bathroom. You work too much, you get tired, you have to go to sleep to recharge. There's always like a yin and yang in this life. Like last year we had no rain. This year we had more rain here. Life is interesting. How are you going to let it affect you, right? That's the difference between successful people and people who aren't making it yet. I say yet because there's always a way to turn something around, right? We don't have to live there forever. And regardless of what's going on, if you can walk through it like the rain, thunderstorms, and you're happy, that's when you've won. Right? Because it doesn't matter. It's like none of that shit matters anymore. It used to matter, but it doesn't matter anymore. Because all I have is now. So you have to experience now in whatever way that gives you happiness, but make sure that you're choosing and pursuing happiness that is actually a version of you. Because I feel like a lot of people live these fake lives and they've just allowed someone else's mindset to imprint on them, and then they're like, I'm like that guy, better than that guy or that girl, because they have to compare themselves in order to succeed in life. And then there are those who just don't give a shit. Right? Like, they're like, why am I listening to this? There are those. But I like authentic connection. I like to see that in the world, and I like to see that in the people that I'm around. Right? I feel like we walk on our tiptoes a lot in life. And we never really pursue what actually makes us happy. We're pursuing what we were told makes us happy. And then that somehow turned into what we think we're happy. Right? Like, life with my dog is amazing. I enjoy this. And it's just the little things, right? What else are you living for? Look at this beautiful day. What a gorgeous day. What a gorgeous night. Man, I slept. I was tired today. Holy crap. Sometimes if you don't take time, you can never have time. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's what I'm just rambling tonight. Texas Mickey Jack rambles. Maybe that's what I should call it. What the fuck's he talking about? He's just rambling. We like to ramble a little, then we don't. But realistically, like, I wonder how many people think about this stuff. I'm curious if how many other people are out there, and maybe the noise we're hearing is they're like, hey, there's none of you out there. Give up. Stop being yourself. Just conform. One size fits all. Get into the fucking box. Stop asking too many questions. Don't make too many waves. Right? That's what I see. But am I creating it because I see it, or is it just that's how I see it, right? Because when you start realizing who you are, then you start realizing how the world really is. And sometimes we don't like what we see, and that's why a lot of people will turn to anything and everything to take them out of reality. And what I find so interesting about that is that we all end up in this, like I've obviously done some stuff in my life, and they could be addictions or not, right? And other people use that addiction to feel normal in an already present moment is where what I find interesting, right? Like, look at this dog. His biggest thing is to be outside. That his instincts is like, I just want to walk all day long, all night long. It doesn't matter why are we here inside. And so, getting back to that, why are we here inside? Right? What are we doing inside? I find very fascinating, because if what you think is what creates your future, and you only have the present moment to change it, then why aren't we doing it? Is it just because we kept hearing, you're not good enough, and you decided not to be? Then there are those who have to take from others to get their gratification, right? And then there are those who just like, I have to live a life of my Savior, and then they're still not living their lives. That's the interesting part, right? Like, why would I bring my children into the world if they can't live my life for me? It's basically what it seems like sometimes. We're trying to control people, right? We're trying to, because that's what's done to us. Hurt people, right? Look at happy people make other people happy. Look at this guy. Look at this friggin' gorgeous animal. I can't believe how beautiful you are. Look at you. Oh my God. Look at him. He's like, oh yes, I come. I like to graze the fields, eat the weedy grass. This is pretty amazing. At what point did our life change where we're just like focused in one direction? You have all this abundance everywhere. They tell you there's not enough. Not enough for them, whoever them is. Look at this beautiful thing. Boundless amounts of grass you can eat. Yeah, there you go. Doesn't sound appetizing, but apparently actually grass is good for dogs. I looked it up. I thought it was pretty interesting. I read a few articles on it, and it's a good way for them to get some of their greens in. They say that for some dogs, grass is really tasty. And I thought that was kind of unique, you know. Never tried to eat grass before, but don't really want to right now. What are we missing out in life, ladies and gentlemen, if we're not doing this, right? Look at this. A nice night walk with the dog. What my goal of this year is to do, or if that even makes any sense, the goals I plan to achieve this year is to get my camper and truck going and basically do some pod lives and stuff like that, podcasts and whatnot in my mobile truck and camper. Do some walks with the dog in different places because, you know, nothing makes me more happier than taking my beautiful animal for a walk. Look at how nice it is today. You know, for Stampede, it's pretty calm. But that's just where I live, right? I could actually drive maybe 20 minutes max and probably be in the most chaotic part of Calgary right now. Who knows? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's all coming. It's already on its way. It's Tuesday today. What a beautiful day. I love how this hill, like you just got this like yellow, green, just like pouring through here. You know, for a city, it is a beautiful park. You'll see coyotes down here. You'll see all kinds of wildlife. I've seen coyotes already. I've had them growl at me. It's a cute puppy. Can I pet it? Oh my god. Yes, let's pet the coyotes. The coyotes. Oh, what's this? We got some birds flying around here. Look at that. And the most gorgeous animal alive. Just in case you didn't know. Look at him. What a beautiful dog. Hell are you smelling like crazy guy? Sounds like somebody's angry over there. What the fuck's he doing? This guy's like ripping trees apart over there. Hitting the windows. He really shouldn't be driving. Somebody's mad. He was kicking doors and stuff. The mosquitoes are out. I like how he dragged his cooler all the way there. Oh, wait. This is more important right now. The most gorgeous animal alive in his natural habitat. And here we are in the hood. Whatever. There's no point in watching that. Here with the most gorgeous animal who's living life here. Look at him. It's beautiful cane cam. Hey, excuse me. Do you know where I could find a gorgeous animal? Oh. What the hell? Where are you going? It's Chunks Cam. What's he smelling? Oh, there's some over here. We're Chunks Camming it. Well, that's not going to be all the live, me Chunks camming it and stuff. Just going for a walk with the dog. He needed it. He's so calm. I guess it's hot for him. He walks like a lion, eh? Dun, 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 dun. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Texas Mickey Jack. Have yourself a great night. Don't forget to wake up tomorrow and love life, live life, and just be. Be a human being tomorrow. The question, what are you being? Where are you headed? Are you just stepping into the same old, only to get back the same old, same old? To make change, you have to actually do that. Why am I talking about this? Because I feel like somebody needs to hear it. And I wish you all the best. Really, our mindset is what manifests our future. And we need to change that. Daily change that. Make little steps. Little steps. Little steps towards a better life. And I'm pretty sure we can salvage everything. There's no need for all these wars and chaos and stuff. But there is a need, it's just not the need that we want. Some people want it. Maybe it's just to experience. Who knows? But I wish you guys a great night. Excuse me. See you again tomorrow.